Have you ever wondered why Japan has such an impeccable reputation for cleanliness and hygiene? If so, you're not alone. Japan is known worldwide for its exceptional standards of hygiene, a reputation that extends far beyond personal cleanliness. Indeed, in Japan, hygiene is an integral part of the culture, a principle deeply ingrained in everyday life. It's not just about keeping oneself clean, but also about maintaining cleanliness in shared spaces, be it a bustling city street, a quiet park, or a cozy cafe. The Japanese have a unique perspective on cleanliness, seeing it not as a chore but as a way of life. This perspective has shaped their habits, their environments, and their interactions with each other. It's more than just a fascination with cleanliness, it's a commitment to communal well-being, a testament to their sense of responsibility and respect for others. Join us as we explore the core principles of Japanese hygiene and the reasons behind them. In Japan, personal hygiene is not just about cleanliness, it's a way of life. The land of the rising sun is renowned for its high standard of cleanliness. But how do the Japanese maintain such impeccable personal hygiene? Let's start with the cornerstone of Japanese hygiene, bathing. A daily bath, usually taken in the evening, is a deeply rooted tradition. This is more than just a simple rinse-off. It often involves a pre-bath shower to wash off the day's grime. The bath itself is for relaxation, a soothing soak in hot water that eases the body and mind. This ritual is so important that many homes have a dedicated bathing room separate from the bathroom. Next, we have the ubiquitous face masks. Sure, in recent times, they've become a worldwide necessity. But in Japan, wearing a mask in public, especially during flu season or when one is feeling under the weather, has been a common practice for years. This isn't merely a health precaution, it's an act of consideration, a way to protect others from potential germs. On to grooming, meticulousness is key. The Japanese take great care in presenting themselves neatly and appropriately. Hair is always well kept, clothes are clean and pressed, and makeup, when worn, is tastefully applied. They believe that being neat and tidy is not just for personal satisfaction, but also a sign of respect towards those around them. But why such emphasis on personal hygiene? It's deeply rooted in the cultural and social fabric of Japan. Shinto, the indigenous faith of the Japanese, places a high value on purity and cleanliness. This belief has permeated into everyday practices, making cleanliness almost second nature to the Japanese. Furthermore, in a densely populated country, respecting others' space includes maintaining personal cleanliness to prevent spreading germs. In essence, personal hygiene practices in Japan are not just about maintaining a pleasing appearance or staying healthy. They are a reflection of societal norms, cultural beliefs, and a deep-seated respect for others. As such, these personal hygiene practices are not just about looking good, they are a mark of respect for others. The Japanese take the cleanliness of their public spaces very seriously. In the land of the rising sun, the cleanliness of public spaces like streets, parks, and public transportation is not just a matter of civic duty, but also a cultural norm deeply rooted in respect and consideration for others. Walking down a street in Tokyo, you'll be hard-pressed to find a piece of litter on the ground, and the reason is not because of an army of street sweepers, but because of the conscientious actions of the public. This high level of cleanliness is maintained through a combination of cultural norms, social responsibility, and a strong sense of community. In Japan, littering is seen as a major social faux pas. It's not just about keeping the environment clean, but also about showing respect for the people who share those public spaces. This extends to public transportation as well. The inside of a Japanese train or bus is often as clean as a five-star hotel. The cultural importance of cleanliness in Japan is also reflected in the social responsibilities involved. It's not uncommon to see people picking up trash that's not theirs and disposing of it properly. Even at large public events like concerts or festivals, attendees are often seen cleaning up after themselves, leaving the venue as clean as it was when they arrived. This culture of cleanliness extends beyond the individual. Schools, businesses, and local communities often organize cleanup events where everyone participates in maintaining the cleanliness of their surroundings. These events not only keep the public spaces clean, but also foster a sense of community and shared responsibility. In Japan, cleanliness is not just an aesthetic choice, it's a reflection of the values of respect, consideration, and community. It's a testament to the belief that every individual has a role to play in maintaining the cleanliness and order of public spaces. So whether you're strolling through a serene park, commuting on a bustling train, or experiencing the vibrant atmosphere of a festival, you'll find that in Japan, cleanliness is not just a practice, it's a way of life. In Japan, keeping public spaces clean is seen as a shared responsibility. Food hygiene in Japan goes beyond just clean cooking and eating spaces. It's an integral part of the country's culture, deeply rooted in a profound respect for food and its source. This respect is manifested in the high standards of food hygiene observed in every aspect of food handling, from preparation to presentation, and even in eating habits. In the world of Japanese food preparation, cleanliness is paramount. The Japanese approach to food hygiene begins long before the meal is cooked. From the moment ingredients are selected, they're handled with meticulous care. Freshness is highly valued, and the Japanese often shop daily to ensure they're using the freshest ingredients possible. In the kitchen, cleanliness and organization are key. Chefs often clean their workspace multiple times throughout the meal preparation process, ensuring that each ingredient is introduced to a clean environment. Cutting boards and knives are meticulously cleaned between uses, especially when preparing raw foods. Presentation, too, is a crucial part of food hygiene in Japan. The Japanese believe that we eat with our eyes first, and take great care in arranging food in a way that is visually appealing. The dishes and utensils used are just as important as the food itself, and everything is thoroughly cleaned before and after each use. Eating habits in Japan also reflect a deep respect for food hygiene. It's common to see people using hand sanitizers before meals, and the use of communal dishes is often avoided. In sushi restaurants, for instance, it's considered good etiquette to use the opposite end of your chopsticks when taking food from a shared plate. These practices are not just about maintaining physical health, but also about showing respect for the food and its source. The Japanese believe that every ingredient has a story and a journey that brought it to the table. By maintaining high standards of food hygiene, they honor these stories and the effort put into creating each dish. In Japan, food is treated with the utmost respect, and this is reflected in their hygiene practices. So next time you're enjoying a meal, consider the journey your food has taken and the care that's been put into preparing it. This mindset might just change the way you view food hygiene. The lessons in cleanliness start early in Japan. Indeed, schools play a pivotal role in instilling hygiene habits in children from a tender age. It's not just about learning the alphabet and arithmetic, but also about understanding the importance of cleanliness, both personally and in shared spaces. Japanese schools have a unique tradition known as osoji, or big cleaning. This isn't a once-a-year spring cleaning, but a daily ritual where students roll up their sleeves and clean their classrooms, corridors, and even restrooms. From sweeping, mopping, to emptying trash cans, every child contributes. Now you might wonder, why don't they hire cleaning staff? Well, it's not about saving on janitorial costs. It's a deeply ingrained philosophy that teaches children to respect their surroundings and take responsibility for their actions. When children clean the mess they've created, they're less likely to litter or create disorder in the first place. Moreover, this practice isn't confined to the school premises. It's common to see students participating in community cleanups, picking up litter in parks and streets. This practice reinforces the principle of motenai, a Japanese term expressing regret over waste, emphasizing the importance of resourcefulness and frugality. These daily cleaning rituals also foster a sense of unity and teamwork among students. Everyone, regardless of their social status or academic prowess, participates equally. It's a great leveler, teaching children that no job is beneath anyone and that every role is essential for the smooth functioning of a community. And of course, these habits don't just vanish when the school bell rings. They're carried forward into adulthood, shaping conscientious citizens who are mindful of their impact on the environment and their community. So you see, hygiene education in Japanese schools is not just about keeping germs at bay. It's a holistic approach that intertwines cleanliness, responsibility, respect for resources, and community spirit. In Japanese schools, hygiene lessons go beyond the classroom. They are a part of daily life. So what can we learn from the Japanese approach to hygiene? It's clear that in Japan, hygiene is an integral part of daily life, deeply rooted in the culture and society. From personal grooming habits, public etiquette, to food handling practices, and even in schools, cleanliness is highly valued and meticulously maintained. These practices are not merely about maintaining physical cleanliness, but they also hold profound social significance. The emphasis on hygiene reflects the Japanese philosophy of respect and consideration for others. It's about creating a harmonious society where everyone feels comfortable and respected. The benefits of these practices are clear. They contribute to a healthier, happier population and a cleaner, more sustainable environment. These practices remind us that hygiene is not just about personal well-being, but also about our responsibility towards others and the planet. It's about creating a better world for everyone. In Japan, hygiene is more than just cleanliness. It's a way of life that brings respect to oneself, others, and the environment.